Every single day, millions of men walk around completely confused by women. You see a woman who loved a certain type of guy 2 years ago suddenly wants someone completely different today. Most men look at this behavior and call women complicated, moody, or completely random. They assume that what attracts a woman at one age will keep her happy and emotionally connected forever. That belief is completely wrong. Female attraction follows direct biological, neurological, and psychological patterns. Research in developmental psychology suggests that what a woman desires in a relationship evolves over time. When a man fails to recognize these changes, everything he does leads to misunderstanding, frustration, and failed relationships. Her physical brain, her hormonal balance, and her deepest emotional priorities evolve through 3 specific windows across her lifetime. Their needs change as their minds and bodies mature. When a man fails to recognize her current phase, he acts out of alignment with her reality. He communicates on a frequency she no longer listens to. He offers solutions to problems she no longer has. To build powerful, magnetic connections with women, you must master the 3 distinct stages of female developmental biology. Psychologists, neuroscientists, and relationship researchers have mapped these exact windows. They discovered that female desire for male connection spikes dramatically during 3 precise age brackets. And today, I'll give it to you. The first major window opens wide between the ages of 18 and 22. This is the exploration phase, a stage of raw discovery. To understand a young woman in this age bracket, you must look directly at human brain development. The prefrontal cortex, which is the exact region of the brain responsible for long-term planning, deep risk management, and 10-year future projections, is still actively maturing. Her mind operates completely in the immediate present. The present moment holds total power over her decisions. She lives in real-time sensory experiences. She does not wake up at 20 years old worrying about retirement funds, 20-year real estate investments, or rigid domestic schedules. She wants high energy. She wants raw excitement. She wants intense emotional experiences. During this age window, her entire drive centers on discovering her own identity through adventure and romance. She wants to feel alive right now in this exact second, because her mind centers on immediate intensity. The man who wins her attention is the man who brings energy, enthusiasm, and momentum into her world. She gravitates toward men who project confidence, high social drive, passion, and excitement. A guy who tries to impress a 19-year-old woman by talking about his sensible corporate path and 5-year budget plan will bore her to tears. She cares about how her heart pounds when you walk into the room. Men make massive mistakes in this first stage. A man tries to sell his quiet reliability to a young woman who wants adventure. Then he gets bitter when she chooses the guy with the loud personality, the big dreams, and the exciting presence. She is following her current brain chemistry. Her mind prioritizes raw emotional color over domestic comfort. If you want to connect with a woman in this early window, you must bring vitality, passion, spontaneous energy, and absolute present moment presence. Understand that in this stage, her connection with a man is built on shared adrenaline and shared laughter. She wants to explore the world, try new things, and stay up late talking about wild ideas. She is testing her own identity through her experiences. If you represent safety without spark, she will view you as a friend or an older brother figure. Sparks drive her entire emotional engine at this point in her timeline. Around age 25, everything transforms rapidly during this time frame. The second major window opens between 25 and 30. This is the stability phase. This is the exact moment where unprepared men get completely thrown off immediately. They remember how she acted at 20, and they get confused when those exact same behaviors vanish into thin air. Between 25 and 30, her world changes fast. Her friends start getting engaged. Her social feed fills up with wedding photos and young families. At the exact same time, her biological clock starts firing strong internal signals. Researchers studying female bonding patterns found that during this second window, women evaluate men through a whole new set of criteria. She looks directly at your direction in life. She checks your work ethic, your ability to handle stress without collapsing, your honesty under pressure, and your capability to protect and provide. High energy without real substance becomes an immediate red flag to her. This is why so many men get caught completely off guard. A man keeps playing the same fun, careless, unpredictable games that worked for him when she was 21, but now a huge liability for her at 27. What looked like wild freedom back then now looks like weakness, lack of ambition, and childish behavior. She needs a man who handles responsibilities, communicates clearly, keeps his promises, and builds a solid foundation for tomorrow. At 28, reliability becomes her ultimate priority. She wants answers to simple questions. Does this man hold a clear vision for his future? Does he keep his word? Can he protect and build a stable life when challenges hit? If you have ever seen a woman suddenly raise her standards, cut off casual dating partners, or demand direct clarity about where a relationship is going, this is why. It is not an accident. It is a powerful, natural, biological reaction. Men fail in this phase because they keep playing the 21-year-old party game. They try to offer cheap thrills and superficial status, while she is actively searching for rock-solid substance and real leadership. To connect with a woman in this window, you must demonstrate clear direction, firm accountability, and unshakable stability. Show her that you build a solid foundation for the future. The third window opens between the ages of 38 and 45. This is the authenticity phase, and it is the most misunderstood period of a woman's entire life. By age 38, a woman has lived through real life. She has built her own income, established her own space, and created her own independence. She has experienced genuine love, deep heartbreak, and personal disappointment. She sees through noise and games. She no longer needs a man to provide basic identity or social validation. She has already built those things herself. Because she holds independence, her requirements for a male partner transform completely. Psychologists call this period the drive for absolute truth. She discards superficial appearances, expensive cars, memorized line routines, arrogant posturing, and emotional mind games hold zero power over her. She spots weakness and fake behavior immediately. What does she demand at this age? Absolute emotional peace. She seeks true presence, deep authenticity, and calm stability. She wants a man who knows himself, speaks direct truth without fear, and brings quiet confidence into her life. She refuses to tolerate unnecessary drama, high-maintenance games, or needy behavior. If a man brings chaos or pretense into her world, she eliminates him from her life without hesitation. During this stage, emotional depth and inner peace mean everything. A man who stands firm, speaks with pure clarity, and acts as a calm anchor in a noisy world instantly commands her respect. She wants an equal partner who brings grounded strength, clear truth, and deep emotional security. Now, let us break down exactly how you execute this knowledge in real-world scenarios, step by step, so you never make these classic mistakes again. First, when you meet a woman in the exploration phase, between 18 and 22, stop overthinking long-term outcomes. Many young men destroy their chances by acting like 50-year-old accountants when they are 21. They display intense eagerness, demand fast commitment, and bring heavy energy into every conversation. That behavior creates immediate resistance. In stage 1, a woman wants to feel alive. She wants to see that you have drive, social confidence, and immediate charisma. Focus on creating vibrant, memorable shared moments. Show her that you are an exciting person moving forward with energy. Do not force heavy domestic talks before her brain is biologically ready for them. Second, when you interact with a woman in the stability phase, between 25 and 30, completely toss out casual, directionless talk. At 27, a woman evaluates your actions with sharp precision. She notices if you show up late. She notices if you make empty promises. She notices if you lack goals. If you want her respect during stage 2, show her direct accountability. State your goals clearly and take daily action to achieve them. Show her that your word is law. When a woman in stage 2 sees a man who possesses firm direction, high standards, and genuine emotional maturity, she instantly recognizes him as a rare, valuable partner. Third, when you stand before a woman in the authenticity phase, between 38 and 45, strip away every single layer of pretense. Never try to impress a stage 3 woman with fake status, arrogant boasting, or calculated pickup routines. She has seen every routine in the book, and she finds fake behavior exhausting. To win in stage 3, bring unshakable self-assurance and quiet peace. Speak directly from your core. Show complete honesty about who you are, what you stand for, and what you expect. When you provide an environment of absolute truth and quiet confidence, a stage 3 woman will value your presence above all else. Mastering these 3 stages turns you into an observant, capable man who navigates relationships with calm certainty. You stop fighting natural human biology, and you start using truth to build real, unwavering connections. Here's a hard reality every man must master. A woman who feels deeply attached to you in stage 1 will naturally drift away in stage 2 if you refuse to grow. If you meet her at 21 and build a connection on casual fun, but you stay stuck in that exact mode while she enters the stage 2 stability window, she will leave you behind. Not because she lied to you, but because her core needs evolved while you stayed frozen in place. The men who build lasting strength and deep respect do not rely on luck. They master the timeline. They stop asking the shallow question, what do women want? They ask the direct, powerful question. What exact stage of life is she living in right now? When you identify her stage, you unlock her core needs. It gives you an unfair advantage in life because 99% of men navigate relationships completely blind. They run on emotional guesswork, bad advice from internet forums, and outdated assumptions. They spend years trying to fix problems that do not exist, while remaining completely blind to the actual biological drivers sitting right in front of them. Remember this final truth. Women do not expect you to be perfect. They expect you to understand where they stand in their journey. When you look past the surface and recognize the active window of her life, you unlock the key to deep, lasting, and effortless connection. Pay attention, lead with character, and match her stage with absolute clarity. See you next time.